Passed that we will record this session, and this will be available for download for you people to use as you see fit. Discuss later on whether or not we actually put it out just to the open web, so that, like, the concept is that what we talk about would be good if all our committees can see it and have that opportunity to talk to it. So we are recording, and we will decide what we'll do with the recording after we finish here today. So
I've got no face for Lockington.
Sorry?
No, I've only got a few faces on the screen. I don't know.
Yeah.
View
yeah,
options.
I'll turn this off and you'll get. Is that better?
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay.
I've got Denny RSL, and
If you go up to the top right corner and you'll see screens and full screen and all that type of thing, you might get better response.
Stan come then, yeah.
Okay. So basically,
Oh yeah, I've got it. I've got multi-screen. Yeah.
yeah. So we're virtually.
I've lost all my pictures.
Wow.
I've lost you, Gerald.
Huh?
What we'll do,
You're
I've
there?
lost all my pictures.
You lost all your pictures.
go up to the top right corner and see your screen. This is a new experience for the board, because the board, when we have a meeting, there's only 7 of us, so it doesn't get so congested. So these are why this is going to be a reasonably relaxing and informal meeting. Basically, if I can.
Barry Brooksy here.
Yeah,
I'm filling in for Mick Mullane. He's
okay,
busy.
mate, thank you. Okay. All right. Well, I'll go back to our agenda, and you can see that all right, can you?
Yes.
Okay, so basically the introduction of the conference system is what we're going into. We're looking at now, we're finding that only chaos reigns part of the way. So the more we use it, the better it'll be. As I've already explained, we are recording this, and it is recording as from this point onwards. And basically, we'll decide what we're going to do with that at a later in the conference we'll have tonight. New website format, the mate format. We're putting up stuff as per conferencing, or like a chat formats and all that. And we're after you guys to be able to see if you can help us by giving us mobile phone numbers, so we can send out SMSs and say, look, it's something on now, so that when they come to the website, there's actually something on it. And this is all aimed at supporting the guys in lockdown. And the board have also passed that if there's assistance required for people that might be on a limited plan, we can give them a bit of extra data, or if they need a microphone or something like that, we'll give a little bit of assistance to the individual bowlers, but not clubs. Then we'll be discussing the CVBD AGM, which the board have passed a motion that we'll be holding a video conference AGM on the 28th of May as per our yearbook. I saw in a release that Tony released today how some clubs are doing it. Well, we're having a bang at it with the division. And then we'll talk about any questions that might be a quick overview of regional review, if people need to have any questions on that. And we've got the opportunity with Pat available to possibly assist you with that. And hopefully you've all read the frequency asked questions. So recording of meetings, it's a digital recording, it's an MP4 program, easy to download, can be made available. The concept could be used that we either put out onto the website and anyone can look at it, or we keep it within our house and you share it with your boards to let them know exactly what's going on, so you don't have to explain what happened or what was in conversation, especially as we have a few more meetings and we get into a little bit more nitty-gritty. So what level will we like? Secret location of website, or just straight up prompted on a website? Any thoughts on what you would like to see in it? Anyone? Any objections for it going onto the website for CBD members to see it?
I have no objections.
No objections.
No, thank you.
No, I think it
Okay.
should be open for everyone to see.
Thank you. So basically, we want to be transparent. There's nothing to hide. We're having constructive meetings to try to help the division. The division will be operating as it has in the past for this coming 12 months. Due to the pandemic, the region review has been put off for 12 months. So we still have a division to run, and as presidents of your club, we need to get to you, feedback to you, and also get the season going. And that's one of the big reasons why we're pushing for an AGM to be able to put a board in place. So you've got an elected board making decisions for the coming season, not a board that's just housekeeping. So the mate system, this has been, has everyone seen the new the website format?
Yep.
It basically, I find trouble driving this. Bear with me. I'll see if Toppy's there. One sec. I better see if the old fella's there. Better see if he's on board. Nah. He hasn't rang me up and abused me yet, but he hasn't. So basically, I want to show a tab. I want to see the new website. Basically looks like this, the front page. That'll be changed tomorrow, but it'll be a little bit more simpler. But this area here is chat rooms. So if we double click on the just for fun, like everything, it's there it is there. Okay, it's going in, and it will have you sign in as a user, and you join the meeting. And this is the chat room for Midweek Pennant. There's been no discussion on it because no one's gone in there. But the concept of this is not like Facebook, where it's not in public domain. It is completely in-house in CVBD. It goes absolutely nowhere, and doesn't matter what's on it. We could manage it ourselves so that if someone does anything silly, we can get rid of it. So, there's several topics. I just thought of a few on the fly. We've got links with Bowls, Vic. There's a link in there. The colour's gone. And then Help a Mate program, which is what we're talking about now. What I'd really like to see is if the clubs could share with us their any members that they've got with mobile phone numbers so that we can send out SMSs. We've got an SMS system so we can say there's video conferencing on or there's a chat format on and try to get in contact. Has anyone got any other better ideas on how to communicate with these people? I know a few of your clubs have got very good programs where you're yakking. I've even had a couple of people ring up and see how I'm going. So they must think I'm all locked in as well. But it's been very nice. So basically, is it possible to get phone numbers from the clubs, you're listing your mobiles? Would there be any objections to giving us those?
No.
I'd have to ask my boss.
Fair enough, Pat. I totally respect that. You know, I mean, this is something we can do. Hopefully we can do another meeting with a little bit more efficiency in the next week or two and get back on it and see if we can do it. But the only thing it will ever be used for will be to send an SMS to people to say, on the thing, the MATE program has now got an open Zoom format going for an hour, or the chat format is now open and we're talking about whatever. And that will be the only thing that data will be used for, and will not go any further and be used for anything else. And that's why I just want the mobile numbers so we can just use SMSing to get to them.
Mohamed's
Barry.
trying to,
Sorry, Beth.
yeah, Mohamed's putting together a email package as well to try and get out to our members.
That's good.
That'd be good for us if we could get access to that. But I think the main drive for the MATE program is to just sort of put it out. 10 o'clock today is going to be a whatever, and just try to get them somewhere else where they can go and do something. That's all. Okay. The next is the. I'm trying to operate this. As you can see, it's continue, but this is page 1 of it because Barry was doing late editing and didn't remove the word continue. The board have moved a motion that we hold an AGM on the 28th of May as per the yearbook. It'll be via video conferencing, which by a lot of the guidelines we're getting, that is the place of where it is, the location as per our constitution. And Consumer Affairs have sort of said out through all the networks that they're going to be reasonably lenient to allow them through. Nominations for voting members, Rule 18, all that's there. If you want to look at that in depth, that is word for word, which is on the website under CVBD Board AGM. Okay, so basically we're trying to cover all the steps that the Constitution has in place as of advising by email and electronic media and that type of thing. If anyone can see any issues there, please let us know, because we're about to launch that out very, very soon. And so it'll be released 14 days before the AGM. Nominations for the board will close. Then Gail will, on the 18th, send out proxy votes to all clubs. If the board's allowed for proxy votes, and the proxy vote forms where required, so in other words, where there's dual positions and there has to be an election done, they will go out to all the clubs, and you'll be expected to send that in 2 days before. Proxy votes 2 days before, where is it? Here it is. Proxy vote 2 days before.
26th
To allow Pat to get things sorted out for the AGM, right? All reports will be digital, and it'll be over Zoom. There will be opportunity for non-executive to come in, and that will be via a link which we will process on the website after all your club's executives that are going to do the voting or going to be there to witness the voting, that will open, and then anyone can use that link to come in. But it will be after everyone's logged in. And we have a limited license, which is only 100 users. I don't expect to see 100, but Murphy's Law said if you don't make room for it, you will get it. All those non-executive people will be muted, and we'll probably do some form of a thing where they have a card like we've asked people now, yes, no, question or something like that, and we can turn them on and ask if they've got questions. We want it to be transparent, but we also don't want chaos to reign. Any issues there anyone could see? Right. So basically the nominations for the board will be through electronic form, and as per our constitution, it states Rule 18 that we have to have the nomination moved and seconded by a club delegate. At the start of this week, Gail contacted all the clubs and was advised of their delegates, and those delegates have been listed and posted on the website in that format. Anyone wanting to nominate can simply ring up Shane, there's his number, would you nominate whatever position? He acknowledges yes. So when we go on to the website, I will show you that right now. So if I go up to here, it's sitting there at the moment. So the AGM is identical to what those 2 pages we were talking about. There they are there, left and right. And then nomination form, it's the same as the system we use to enter the state events. So all the criteria is there, again, advising them of all the delegates' names, everything. Conditions, there are conditions that the board have put in place, which is mainly we require board members while the pandemic is on that they are prepared to sit on a video conference, right? That's a criteria that the board have passed, and that is only due to the conditions of we can run a board properly. If a person agrees that they're available, if they haven't got the facilities, we will get the facilities for them. We've got old computers which we can give them, or computers which are very suitable for doing this job, set them up with data. That's not a problem. They've just got to say they've got to be prepared to do it. That's what the board's emphasis. Okay, so it's not as if they say, well, I haven't got a computer, that's good. We'll give them an old laptop. We've got heaps of the old black ones. They're currently used by people now. And that board member or that new board member, if they haven't got it, we'll set them up, give them data plans, everything. So that's all taken. The board have already processed all that stuff. So that's basically this section in here, acknowledging. And then we've got our dates, which are basically controlled by the software that we're doing. And then the individual registration, you come into here and it's pretty basic registration. First name, last name, email address, mobile, every field is compulsory. So we would fill it in. Email address, phone number, it doesn't have to be that format, it can be the normal format that we use. He's got the person has to declare that what club they are a financial member to. Again, notations here about nomination. I'm going for vice chairman, sorry Rod, and then I agree. Now if I don't agree, I'll show you if I don't agree. Then I go here and all of the approved delegates are listed as per our list before. So if Lee nominates and Pat seconds it and I agree, I haven't seconded here, I register, it turns and says, no, you must do that. You can't get past it. So I agree to what I'm saying. I've agreed that I'm a financial member. So in other words, you're just making to make a simple statement. We are, I am, and that way it protects us. Don't know if we get cut off here. So then we just process the thing. It comes up with what that person's entered. They can print that off if they wish. There it is, all there. And that's exactly what they keep for their records. That exact same record goes to Gail, our secretary. Okay? So everything's transparent. We've got signature, covering the signature element by confirmation, the secretary talking to the actual individual saying that they're endorsing that person's nomination. I don't know what others have been doing. Have you heard anything what they're doing, Pat?
No, I haven't.
No, because I see, Tony said today that that it had been done. So
Sunbury had 46 people at their AGM online.
Right. So basically that Bowles review, any questions on the Bowles region review, what you've got to realise is that there is 12 months been laid off. It will be coming as of June 2021. Basically everything will come out. We haven't been able to get onto the data. The Constitution and the documentation is due out on the 5th of May. Okay. Any questions? No. You want to make any comments, Pat, as per Bowles Vic, or?
No, it's just that due to the pandemic, most divisions and regions aren't changing. There are still 2 that are going ahead this year. Wimmera is bringing together 4 divisions into their one region. They're going ahead, and of course Casey going out of Peninsula is a bit different. So everybody else is on hold, and there's no drama with any of that.
Good. Does everyone have a fair idea of what's going on with that?
Yep.
Okay. Until we get all that documentation on the 7th, there's not much that we can say without being able to see that documentation. Apart from that, anyone else got any other comments or anything they want to discuss? I'm sorry, we've lost Toppy.
You never had him? You never had him?
Never had him. No, I still ain't got him. I was talking to him today. I said, "Are you right?" "Yeah, I'll be right. I'll be right." Obviously, yeah, that's right.
Red wine.
So, is everyone happy with that format that we're proposing for the AGM? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
No? Okay. Yep. No, no's? All right. Thank you. So basically what we'll be doing is advertising in the local papers. We're going, Greg, who did you say? Capacity News, was it?
Capacity News, yep.
Yeah, Capacity News, Pastoral Times, Kai Free Press, the Riv, and Pastoral Times. We'll advertise in that so that all our members have a chance to know that there is the AGM, and if they want to do it. Also, any clubs who have got a Facebook running, who's got a Facebook running? Pat, you've got one? Any other clubs got Facebook? Mark?
Rich River. Yep.
Rich River, Echuca, RSL. Tony, okay. So what we'll ask you guys, if we can send across the ad and get it put into your system so that those guys that are looking at that it's another format. We've got to try to get it out as much as we can in this environment. So, all right.
Okay. Can I just say something?
Yep.
Also, on a Saturday morning, doesn't the local 2QN have a bowl segment? Pat, wasn't John Hollywood used to be on that?
No, I don't know.
They get on, and I can't remember the guy they talk about, but I thought maybe we could put it on that. Can I check into that? Would that be okay?
Yeah, I think it'll be.
You can put it on. It's Jimmy Harris on 104 on Breakfast Radio on the.
That might be 104.7.
I think there is a 2QN one as well, isn't there, Shane?
Oh, no, I just thought, well, I think a lot of the bowlers listen to that 104.7. I just thought maybe we put it over that, get him to do that. Maybe.
2QN's quite helpful. They'll be on board and give us a hand.
Yeah, the 2QN and maybe that 104.7 might be an idea as well.
Yep.
Yeah, last year we had Tommy Todd was doing a 2QN scenario every Friday. It might be that what you're referring to, Gail.
Could you
I know John Hollywood talks about it this fair bit. Sometimes he goes on it on a Saturday morning, especially when it's pennant time.
Yeah,
look into it and see how you go, Gail.
Yeah, I will. I'll find out a bit more about it and see what I can do.
All right. So anything like that, we need to be able to try to get this out as much as we can, because I know there's a few people wanting to have a go at board. We got indications late last in the season, so get those to come on. And the elections will be, I think you could see, well, it's all the positions that the Constitution has in it. The word 2-year and first year, they're only positions. So it's got nothing to do with the history or the future of where we're heading. But at least if we can get a full board, it'll be very good. I mean, we've got an excellent board now. Thank you to the board now. They've been doing a great job that I totally appreciate with total commitment. So I hope we can get more people in and get elections and get people interested in coming on the board. So, anyone else want anything to say before we close? No? All right. Could I suggest this? Could I suggest we get in touch with you, with all of us here on the screen by email about trying to get access to any contact details, phone numbers, and all that, and possibly a meeting in 2 weeks. Would that be too soon? Because then we'll know by the 7th, aren't we?
I'll just check my diary, but I'm pretty sure I'm free that night.
So maybe what it might be, because Bowls Victoria are going to release their documentation on the 7th, we talk the following week after that, which will be the 14th.
14. And that's after that'll be after the government have made the decision what's going to happen with this pandemic.
Yeah.
So
next meeting when, Barry?
the 14th, 7 o'clock. That also will be the closing date for the nominations as well.
No, 14th of May, isn't it?
So that's May. Isn't it?
2 weeks before the AGM.
Oh, 14th of May. Oh, bloody hell. Okay. I'll put April.
Right, Dale?
No,
I'm not smart. I've got a calendar in front of me. All right.
I was just going to go back and start April all over again. Don't worry.
If we do that, we'll put out an agenda well before that, and we'll make sure. Baz, we better check your email system. Did you get anything through from me?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Excellent. So everyone happy with the 14th?
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you. Last chance to any conversation, any comments? Is it worthwhile doing? Is the question.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Just,
good. All right.
Barry, just doing a quick look at our phone numbers, our club members. We've only got 40% of them with mobiles. Most of them have got landlines. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I do know why.
Well, it's 40% more than what we got.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's no problem. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, and the 40% that 40% that's got